Hey, hey, hey! It's Wednesday again. Boy, that time flies. It seems like we just had Thanksgiving. Like 2 days ago, as it feels like. And I don't know about it. I hope your Thanksgiving was wonderful. Considering COVID and we may not have been with our families like we really wanted to. But Zoom traffic was sky high on Thanksgiving. They really had it going out there. But anyway, motivation, inspiration, and a combination of leadership we're going to be talking about this month. Because we're going to start getting excited about the new year. If I don't see any comments, so if I don't mean to be ignoring you, but I'm just letting you know, I'm not seeing any comments. Put them in the group. Put them down there. Hey, did you see my, or you have to ask me, hey, did I see your comments? And I'll let you know, because I don't know if this app is working right today. I don't know if Facebook's a little glitchy or what. So, we're going to get into motivation, inspiration. And I did say I did have a special announcement for you, and I do. There may be 2 guest speakers this month. I thought I'd switch it up a little bit and change the focus a little. I have one speaker coming up next week, the 9th, and I'm going to be talking with Kimberly Pizer-Hess from the group, and she's going to be talking about leadership. Her and I are going to discuss leadership. So that will be very interesting. Keep that in mind. Let me know if you're interested in that talk with the leadership. And hi to whoever's here. Like I said, I can't see any comments. Nice to see you. And hit hashtag. Let me know if you're watching the replay. I got a story to tell you. And I think you're going to... This story, oh my goodness. This took off like wildfire. For those of you that know, I did the last mini course in September on confidence. The group is Empower Your Confidence and Your Life. And we've talked about this in this group. And this story has gotten, oh my God, so many people have remembered so many things that have happened to them because of this story. And how they can't deal with they couldn't deal with the situation, or they did deal with the situation. And some brought back good memories, some brought back bad memories. But it's all about motivation and inspiration. And the story I'm talking about is what happened to me 2 years ago at my husband's company event. It was an inside and an outside event. And they had ice skating. And I ice skated when I was little. I won't lie to you. And I'd skate on one, put my foot back and have my foot sticking out. I was okay. I was kind of like the better one in the group. The rest they just stayed on their feet. But I haven't skated since elementary school. And I'm mom now. And my son's in college. So, the event involved ice skating. I just flew out of my mouth. I told my husband, I said, I want to go ice skating. And he just looked at me like I was nuts. He's like, well, do you know how to skate? I'm like, yeah, I used to be pretty good. I said, you going with me? He's like, no. Of course, I knew that was coming. Because I know what he might do and might not do, and I knew he wasn't about to do the ice skating. He's not much for taking risks in that. So, we got to the party. And I started asking people, who's going ice skating, blah, 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 blah. Do you know half of the people did not want to go ice skating? They didn't even want to try it. And I asked if they skated before, and there was ones that they have skated before, but not since they were little either. They're like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. I'm like, you don't want to try it for old time's sake? No. So I finally found somebody to go ice skating with. And we kind of went, we got our skates on together, but we went off on our own. I remember us putting on the skates. I could feel the adrenaline in my heart pumping because I was getting nervous. And it's like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I don't even know if I could stand up on these skates and get off this bench to get out to the rink. She went first, she got out on the rink. I stood up very, very carefully, and my heart's pounding. I stood up very carefully. I got up. I was like, whew, that's part of the battle. And I looked for the nearest wall and stuff I can hold on to. I'm like, oh no, there's nothing there. I had to make this straight shot and no wall, no nothing. Because the wall was like way further away. And my heart's pounding, and I'm like, oh. And of course, she's way ahead of me, and I'm by myself. And I'm taking these little baby steps on it. And then I could feel my feet wiggling onto the side of the skate like I'm going to fall down. And I remember thinking, oh, please, please don't let me fall down. Please, please, please. I made it out the door. I don't know how, but I did. Real slow, but I got there. I got up to the rink. And I looked at people getting on. I watched them getting on, and I saw the ones that were unsure. They were holding on to the wall and stuff, too. And I saw actually one girl, she got on the rink, and she went, whoop, fell right down. And my heart started racing again. I'm like, oh, my goodness. So I grabbed onto the side of the wall. When it was my turn, I had no choice. I had to go because I had people behind me. And, of course, you got all these excellent skaters flying around. And I'm like, oh. And here's the little kids on the wall with their parents. And here's me, the big kid, on the wall by myself. I'm like, oh, okay, if this isn't embarrassing. I can understand the little kids, but here we've got me. And I'm hanging onto the wall for dear life. I'm like, oh, my goodness, this ice is, like, slipperier than I even remembered. I remember hanging onto that wall, and I'm like, I gotta do this. I told myself I'm talking to myself, I've gotta do this. I know I can't do it. I have to do this. And I did. I followed the kids on the wall, and finally I said, I just gotta go for it. And I skated like 3 little steps, and I kind of just glided a little bit, and I glided toward the wall. Like, I made it. And I remember I tried to skate where the people weren't, or in between people around the wall, trying to go straight and glide myself a little at a time. And I did. I did okay. And I remember my ankles started hurting. It's like, I haven't been on skates so long, but I don't remember my ankles hurting. And I had to go around this group of people, and I don't know how I did it, but I almost fell down on that one. It's like, whew, I caught myself. But anyway, I ended up kind of hovering around the wall as much as I could, going around. And I'm finally getting a little bit more comfortable and gliding a little. And then I take a couple steps, glide a little more. And I went around the rink once. Somehow I made it. I mean, there was a few times I'm like, and I'm like, why did I do this? I'm like, no, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. I counted how many times I made it around the rink. I made it around twice. And I'd say it took it was a big rink. I'd say it takes about 5 to 7 minutes to get around the whole rink. Beautiful scenery around the rink, too. So I got around this rink. And then I got into the middle of the second thing, and I'm like, where's the exit? I'm done. My ankles were killing me. I don't know why my ankles were killing me, but that skate kept pressing on my ankle. And I'm like, oh my goodness, how can my ankles are killing me. How am I going to make it to the end of this rink? I got to get these skates off. And it's all the way on the other side. And I'm like, you got this. You can do this. I managed. I found the opening to get off, and I looked at the opening and went, uh-oh, that's not the opening I got on. So again, I had to skate further. I'm like, oh, and all these people are zipping by me, and I'm like trying to hold on to the side because I'm trying to get rid of the ones that are like zooming all over me. I did a couple skates, glided, went around people, finally found the opening. I followed a bunch of people off. I was like, whew. And then I started walking on the normal ground, and oh, my ankles were killing me. I don't even know how I made it to the bench. I made it to the bench, managed to get the skates off, putting my boots back on, turned in my skates, and my husband just looked at me when I got back to him, and he's like, do I ask how it went? I said, I don't ever want to do that again. I said, I did it. I'm happy I did it. My ankles are killing me from the skates. But I did it. And I said, I'm happy. He goes, you don't look happy. I said, no, I'm not happy. I'm in pain. And the other girl found me. She's like, did you do it? I said, yeah, I did. I made it around 3 times. She goes, I only made it around 2. So I felt even really better because she was a better skater than I was. So I was like, oh, thank you, God. I accomplished something. Do you know, in that group, that story, people began to think, they remembered what happened to them in a situation where they either couldn't do it or they did it. And they remember that adrenaline rush I'm talking to. They remember talking to themselves. And the ones that couldn't do it or didn't do it were thinking about trying something different and doing something different. It got them motivated and started thinking, what can I accomplish that I want to get done? It may not be that thing that I couldn't do that I tried to do, but it might be something different that I want to do and I haven't done. That sparked a whole different conversation. And some people had tears in their eyes a little bit because they were so happy of what they did and they didn't realize it was such an accomplishment. And other people are like, wow, you did that? It was amazing. And I just want to mention that. It is so easy to say, I don't want to do it, or I want to do it. I'm going to try. But it all comes from here. The mindset. And you don't realize how much we need it every single day to get us through the day. Whether the kids are tugging on you, Mom, 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 Mom. And you're trying to work and you can't get nothing done and you want to sit down and just cry. We've all been there. That's where the motivation and inspiration comes in. And I wanted to share that story with you because talking about it just brought up so many emotions and so many, yes, I did it, no, I didn't, I couldn't do it, now I want to try something different. You've inspired me. So I want you to think about that story. Now, do you have a story like that? If you do, please share it in the group with us. We'd love to know. Because it will inspire other people. Or put down, what do you want to do? What is on your bucket list that you want to do, that you want to accomplish? And let's make it a goal for 2021. Why not? So, let me know what your story is. Let me know what you would like to do. I would love to hear your stories, to share it with us, to inspire us all, to bring back the feelings, bring back the memories, to give us courage, to give us the strength to try to accomplish it. Okay, everybody. I will see you next week in the group. Now, next week, I am going to have, I am going to have a special guest speaker. Same time next week, Wednesday, 1:30, on leadership. Let me know if you're looking forward to leadership too, leadership training. And I will see you guys in the group. Thanks.